Hi, my name is Chris Butchin. I'm a 2010 graduate of Arkansas State University. I worked for the football program from 2008 to 2011. I'm also a 2006 graduate of Newport High School in Newport, Arkansas, home of Coach Bill Keedy. When my family moved there in 1998, Coach Keedy and his wife Jennifer welcomed us with open arms. They were awesome. We discovered their love for Arkansas State by him walking up and down the aisles at Newport High School games just giving out tickets. If it wasn't for one of those tickets, I wouldn't have gone to a game. And by going to that game, I fell in love with the university and everything that Arkansas State's about. Coach Keedy was also my driver's ed teacher in high school, and we learned a lot of life lessons just from driving around Newport and going to McDonald's and coming back to school. But when I graduated, I went to Arkansas State really because of Coach Keedy and his love for the university. I started working for the football program, and then I was able to work alongside of him and just be with him. It's one of the biggest moments in Arkansas State's history. I can remember definitely going to the GoDaddy Bowl in 2011, the first bowl game in a long time, first conference championship in a long time. Just hearing him make those calls and hear those radio calls every week and being able to make videos and help spread the word of Arkansas State through his love and through his voice coming through those radio broadcasts just made it what it is today.
Well, I can't believe it, and I know I'm a homer, but you got a guy that's on a reverse running wide right, running for his life, and Arkansas State doing everything they can to chase him down. And we're going to see a replay, but I just didn't see it at all. I mean, that's terrible. That's terrible. Oh, me.
When this happened, yeah, there were times like I wanted to kind of feel sorrier for myself than the others. I know they all think they knew Coach, but I knew him better. We were tighter. When it kind of hit me, everybody thinks that about themselves. I mean, everybody is in the same boat, and that's kind of the ultimate tribute to him, is that everybody, all the literally thousands of people that are either were at his service or came in on social media or whatever, they all thought, they had that little tie that made them just that much closer to Coach than he was to everybody else. And so, they can think they've won. I'm still going to think that about me, but, because that's what I want to think. But that's the tribute to him, is he made everybody feel that way.
In the season finale, Jakes, quick drop, under pressure, throws over the middle, incomplete! Arkansas State will get the football back.
Hallelujah.
And the Red Wolves will get the win.
Well, they did, and again, you just really got to be excited if you're an Arkansas State fan, because for the longest, it looked like we weren't going to win this football game, and we really got energized in the second half. And the defense, Matt, you said it over and over, they just continued to play great football and wouldn't be denied. And I you like to give certain people a Player of the Game award. I'm one of those guys in this kind of game. Give it to the defense.
Yeah.
They were outstanding.
He was a guy that I'm never going to forget, and those trips, and in particular the road trips where we were able to spend a large amount of time together, were the ones that I enjoyed the most. We were always roommates on the road, and some of the things that I loved most were our times on Saturday mornings where we get up and drink coffee and go over our plan for the broadcast that day and watch College Game Day on ESPN, and we always got such a kick out of that. And when we found out the news of his passing last week, it was on a Saturday morning, and one of those circumstances where I had to get out of the room, because that's where we had some of our very best times. And I just, I treasured those road trips because of Bill Keedy.
Touchdown, Arkansas State!
Kevin Jones.
Kevin Jones with the touchdown.
A Red Wolf caught it. Oh, we got him that time. They were going to jump the quick route. We went deep. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
Once you kind of learn the language, because that's the key thing, is that it's its own language, and that you got to learn, or you're not gonna know what's up. And it's not a very complex language. The root word of it is jik. If you learn that, you're kind of good, except for where you got to pay attention is that jik can be any part of speech at any time, and it could be used multiple times in one sentence as different parts of speech. I mean, Jick can be a person, it can be a place, it can be a thing, it can be a verb. A lot of times it was a verb as it pertained to officials. So once you knew Jick and you kind of knew it a little bit, you could speak the language. And then all of a sudden things like, milkshake rattlesnake, or, any of the rest of that stuff. One of my favorites is, it's well documented. I'm not telling tales. Heck, it was in his obituary. He liked to go to the dog track. So when he did, I'd always get a report, whether it was good, bad, or, however it went. If it was good, you'd always hear the story of what happened and how much. And if it was bad, you'd just say, it was busted, disgusted, can't be trusted, and pocketbooks rusted. That was what meant a bad day at the dog track.
Yeah, and he's going to have to throw it a ton to get it to the end zone.
On third down, quick drop, Leonard rolling left, trying to buy some time. Leonard will throw it deep downfield. He's got several men down there, and it is
Touchdown.
no signal. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
Touchdown, flag.
They have won it. No flags on the play.
How in the world did he throw that ball down there and get that? I don't know. Touchdown, Arkansas State, and this ball game is over.
Arkansas State.
Time we got a break.
Arkansas State has defeated Memphis on a Hail Mary pass, and I still don't know who caught it.
One thing that people talk about a lot when they talk about Bill Keedy is those signature moments, those incredible finishes of ball games. People talk about Texas A&M and how excited we both were on the broadcast that day. People talk about the Hail Mary call back in 2006 at Memphis, but I want everybody to kind of come away from this understanding that you're not going to find a better color analyst on the radio anywhere. And yes, he talked like the rest of us, and I think that was part of his appeal. But he never repeated what I said on the air. He always added to the broadcast, and he did as good of a job making it relatable to the listener as anybody you'll ever hear. And that's one thing that I don't think people understand, is just how good he was on the air. And that was Bill Keedy. He was a terrific broadcaster. And yeah, I'm glad people remember those signature moments when we were able to call some of the iconic moments in the history of Arkansas State football together. But he was so good game in, game out, and he did turn that switch on once he got into the booth, and he was the ultimate professional.
Well, block the thing.
Snap back, hold down, the kick is up, and the kick is blocked. A-State's going to win the game.
This will take a while. I mean, it's our, and really kind of all kidding aside, our relationship, it was, I guess, unique because, he's got kids my age or older. He's considerably older than my parents, but it wasn't our relationship it really wasn't like a father-son thing, and there were certain times about that, certain aspects of it that existed. He's probably the first person I told that I had bought an engagement ring for my now wife was Bill Keedy. I figure looking back, I can tell you where we were, on a road trip to Iowa, and sitting in a hotel, just me and him, and talking to him about it. But we were buddies, we were friends. So I've thought about how weird it would be if you could do this, to go back to when I'm in high school, and go back to my high school, go playing against Newport, and walk up to the high school me and say, you see that white-haired guy across the field beating y'all's brains in? That's going to end up being one of your best friends one of these days. And just see kind of what look you'd get back from me. You couldn't imagine it. But it happened. And, not just for me, but for a lot of people. And, everybody it happened to, me included, me especially, were better off for it.